because everybody involved in this line knew already that this would be one of the most popular pieces going in, just our guts, and we tend to be pretty accurate. And then I started wearing this on the air, and our buyers were telling me like, oh, they're asking on the forums. They're asking, and I'm like, you don't have to tell me that, they're asking on my Facebook page. And I felt so bad. Well, a little bad. I also felt kind of good. I'll explain. Anyway, that I couldn't give you the item number because it didn't exist yet, right? This is the yin yang ring. Now, personally, me being the kind of person I am and loving the deep meaning of symbols, it was an immediate favorite of mine for what it represents. This chaos that creates balance, where your life always feels like it's pulled in a million different directions, and then you realize after the fact everything happened for a reason and it all worked out perfectly. My life is a living example of that. And we get a little bit of the opposite in everything that we do. This is your yin yang gemstone ring. Once again, every bit of it beautiful, organic. We'll talk about that too. This is the black and white. And then to mix it up further, oh, we have the peacock blue. 1 carat of gemstones in the black white, 70 points in the blue, and we only have 250 remaining in the blue. A few more than that in the black. So that black and white is black spinel and white topaz. The peacock blue is turquoise, opal, and blue chalcedony. J429389, it's $48 off, and for those who are waiting and talking in the forums, I bet you're glad it's only $187. Okay, let's talk about this, Laura. And you actually pointed out something to me about this ring I didn't realize until after I've been wearing it for a while. We'll see it from the side.
Yeah, so we made it on a slight angle, and it's believed that things on angles will push off negative energy and bring in good energy, positive energy into your life. So it was really taking that symbolism and taking a silhouette that you definitely do not own, you know, a slightly slanted ring, and making it to the next level. And then you have the...
I love the yin yang even underneath. Look at that. Once again, the designer detail that I hope you're looking for, and all of that intricacy along the sides. It's like seeing that paisley that we just saw in our previous pieces echoed, and there again is that designer thumbprint, that designer DNA. Do you see that oxidation that gives the silver more high and low? But there it is. I have never seen, we think of the yin yang and it's just a simple black and white. I've never seen it done like this with life.
Well, to have a real piece of jewelry that has symbolism, you know, sometimes we collect things, but it's not something that's going to last a lifetime. Right. You know, we're bringing it with natural gemstones, black spinel, the feeling of protection, and white topaz, which is supposed to amplify black spinel. And then the peacock blue chalcedony is, it was inspired from wanting to own a Preba tourmaline, one of the most expensive stones in the world, and get in that essence. And so we source this, cut it to give you that beautiful play, which really, it's supposed to bring out creativity. With Ethiopian opal, that color play in it, and then the clean turquoise balance in it, it is really celebrating all the materials and bringing them together in harmony.
And it gives me like this aquatic vibe, so it makes the design look even more fluid and ethereal. That opal giving me kind of crystal ball vibes, right? We all wish that we could see into the future. Yeah,
I think if you looked at both versions, even if you didn't know the stone meetings, you could kind of feel what they're about. Sure. You know, that creativity, something that's, you have to like dig in deep, but you also have to just connect with everything. The grounding of the turquoise, and then the openness of the opal.
I love the name of it too. I mean, whether you call yourself a creative or not, you could be the most, you know, by the book, engineer type, you're still a creative. You're creating your entire life and your future as you exist. We can have a whole discussion about that, right? Every thought you have, every intention that you have is creating your future. You can't see that future, and by you I mean me as well, because we're all in the same boat. You can't see that future, and that's sometimes terrifying, right? But if you think back to what is now your past, and when you used to be terrified, look at you now. Look at you now, building the life that you want. It's messy sometimes, it's chaotic sometimes, it's scary sometimes, and guess what? I was just talking about this with a friend of mine. How many times do you think things have to work out for me before I realize they're always gonna work out, right? And I guess the answer is for the rest of my life. But that is, in many ways, what this represents. You feel sometimes like you are mired in chaos, and you feel sometimes like everything's in perfect balance. You need both in order for life to exist, or we'd be bored to tears, right? Joy and perfection all the time is really boring. And creatives know this, right? Because it's usually from the most chaotic times of our lives that the best stuff comes out. I imagine what your life leading up to this very show must have been like at times, like
it has
chaotic.
been a journey, absolutely. And even getting this ring through development, because it isn't something that's fine jewelry houses bring to the table a lot of the times, you know? So to have something that can be expressive, can be personal, but also fine, genuine materials, I think is super important.
That is true.
To put something on and to be able to connect with it, or a reminder, is the goal, is to have something that's truly original.
I am so delighted on days like today where we see very classic pieces and, you know, timeless and elegant, and then we see pieces that are all of the above, but a little punchier and a little more, because, you know, it's imagine the job here at QVC of trying to bring, you know, to hundreds of thousands of people jewelry. We know we're never going to like please every single person, and I know there's a lot of you out there who go, where's the exotic, the unique, the fun, the inspiring, right? And here it is. It's that piece that maybe you're gifting to the creative in your life. You're gifting to that student who's going through it in school. You're gifting it to, you know, maybe a friend who's going through a tough time, a divorce, an illness, and you're reminding them that everything is happening for a reason. It's cyclical, and it will always come back to joy. And this price, guys, I got to bring it back there in the final seconds, $187.98. I know I don't have a gram weight on a ring, right? It's hefty, it's good, but it's comfortable, really, really comfortable at the same time. So I'm not gonna ask Laura what her favorite is, because they're both her babies, and that would be like, oh, okay.
Oh, no, the blue. The blue is that opal.
Dang.
Yeah. I play favorites.
I love that. I love you for that, because I was afraid to ask. 150 remain in the blue, you said? Okay. 250 in the black and white. That's so great. We are yin and yang, because the black and white is my favorite. How about that? Yeah. All right, so J429389 is your item number. $37 easy pay, $48 off. And remember, all of those sale prices go away at the end of the day.